Joining me. If you didn't join me in the 2 prior records, I hope you're having an amazing Tuesday. So weird, it feels like Sunday. But I hope you have had an amazing Tuesday. I'm back with another record, as you know, in the title. But I'm first inviting in Archangel Michael, especially for this read, for extra protection, guidance, and love. Okay? If there are any only positive energies, if there are any negative, I'm returning to sender. Thank you. So, as you know in the title, this is in regards to the karmics I'm picking up on. Specifically, maybe a couple different karmics, okay? But they keep coming to mind, and I don't feel like they want to be revealed, okay? But I keep getting the nagging, well, not nagging, but the repeat messages that some of you need to know this information. Possibly you know who this karmic is, but you're unaware of the situation right now between the karmic and divine masculines, okay? So I'm drawn to describe to you a couple specific karmics I'm picking up on. I feel like this is one for sure, possibly a couple, okay? The deck I'm using for this read is an awesome deck. It's one of my darker decks. It's the Tarot of Nuit, okay? This is an Empress here, but the Empress in this deck is totally different, okay? This is a karmic trying to portray a divine femme or an empress, okay? Anyhow, overall trumping energies, I have more in the main read, but overall trumping energies, here is what I had. Like I say, I feel like I'm picking up on a couple of different karmics because I have one, and they may just be portraying these energies. It could just be in their sun, moon, rising, but I really feel specifically there is a fire sign karmic here for sure. Okay, fire sign, possibly. I have a lot of fire here. A fire sign and an earth sign for sure that are karmics that I'm picking up on. Anyhow, overall trumping energies, when it comes to these karmics that I'm picking up on specifically and drawn to bring you this video with information for those who need it. 10 of Wands here. Man down, woman down, okay? These karmics are completely down. Do you see how it almost looks like she's in a wedding dress, head down? It's on fire, all right? Everything, it feels to be everything is on fire here. Everything has gone up in flames. It has not turned out the way she had hoped, okay? Extreme stress here, anxiety, worry, and fear. Now, there is a really good meaning to this one I would like to read, okay? Their meaning, which by the way, are totally different, but their meaning of the 10 of Wands here, okay? This is definitely the fire sign, by the way. I wanted the castle, the luxury life, and the princess dress. I've got them now, but I discovered the heavy responsibilities that came along with them, and they are quite a burden to me. It's like my dress is on fire. I'm burning out. Maybe the same kind of flames are blazing you. Too much work, too much tasks, and too weak shoulders. I want my carefreeness back. Fire is a serious warning that the pressure is getting too strong. Outshining all the wonders gleaned along the way. It is urgent for you and for me that we take some rest and that we recognize our lives so we can better enjoy the fruits of our efforts. Okay, so she, or these karmics anyways, depending on who's watching, including this fire sign that I picked up on quite a bit throughout the read. Like I said, everything is gone up in flames, okay? Everything that these karmics wanted has not turned out. And they really wanted the picket fence, you know, everything to look perfect, be perfect. But there were responsibilities, like it said, along the way. And these karmics don't want the responsibility, okay? Too much stress. Followed by the Four of Cups reversed. No more. I feel like these karmics were reminiscing on the sadness, heartache of past disappointments with divine masculines, but not anymore. It's kind of like, well, they're just over it, right? Two of Swords. In process of having to make a heart over mind decision. One that they, I feel like, have put off for quite some time, but there is no other choice here. They have to make a heart over mind decision because there's no love. Four of Wands is reversed. There's no love here, or love doesn't live here anymore. It hasn't for quite some time with them and their divine masculines. And I really feel like their ideal of love is totally different than their divine masculines, okay? It was more manipulative. And the last overall energy is the Six of Swords. Unfortunately, though, these karmics are still up to sneaky, shady, deceptive energies, okay, when it comes to the divine masculines. It's like they know they lost, but they still have some tricks up their sleeve. Now, I also kept the meaning of this very first card because I'm asking for a description in the cards matching what I'm hearing, right? Here's the Seven of Pentacles reversed, the very first card. So what I'm hearing with this, and then I'll read to you what they say, what their meaning is. Regardless of what I've just read to you, these karmics are not willing to put any more work into this connection at all. As we heard, it's too much work, too much responsibility. But the meaning, their meaning of the Seven of Pentacles, I've worked hard in my body and flesh to get where I am today. It took time. I knew it would, but it bore fruit. Yes, it did. Look at my red ballet shoe. Look at my tiara. I am acclaimed on the world stage. Hard work pays off. It always does. Remember that. If you've worked hard on something, reward will come. Be sure of that. Stay focused, concentrated, keep a long-term view. Right now, I'm taking a break. I'm back at my Swan Lake among my own people. But the break won't take long. Soon, hard work will start again, and I won't stop until my tiara becomes a crown. This is reversed because these karmics feel like they have already put in the hard. It's not like they're taking a break. It's like they have basically signed off, okay? Here's the Empress, but in this Empress, again, this deck, the Empress is not the same, okay? This is a dark deck. So this is a dark Empress. This is literally these divine masculines. They're a complete mess. Worn out, drained. There's nothing left. It's because they used their, instead of using, you know, instead of being fair and doing the right thing in their connection, they've worn themselves out to nothing, fighting it the wrong way, okay? Trying to win the divine masculines with control, manipulation, deceitful energies, right? So here are these, karmics, okay? Worn out, nothing left. Done putting any more work. They're a mess, okay? They're trying to be an empress, but they're not. Followed by the Magician. As I said, up to no good. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if some of these karmics I'm picking up on know how and or play with like black magic, but they are mixing some potions or having someone do it. But I don't feel like it's to stay with divine masculines. I really feel like it's to try and wreak havoc or bad luck, unfortunately, onto them. And then they're going to run. 8 of Wands. Okay? Then they're going to run and look back as they do at the destruction that they have caused. Or they think they've caused anyways. The Chariot. In this deck, it's totally different. Okay? In this deck with the Chariot, again, like I said, these karmics are running and really not looking back. And if they do, it's only to see if their destruction has worked. Forward movement. Okay, karmics are out of here. These karmics. Followed by the Emperor reversed. So they're being very careless and reckless with the Emperor reversed. And they're not thinking about anyone except for themselves. Very selfish, self-centered. They're committing to themselves only with the Hierophant. There's no commitment to anyone. I don't really feel like there has ever been with these karmics, except for commitment to themselves. Ace of Cups is reversed. There, again, 3-time confirmation, there is no love here between these karmics and their divine masculines. But what I get with the Ace of Cups reversed too in this deck is these karmics are kind of dooming themselves in love connections because they don't have self-love. They do not love themselves. Okay, so it's nearly impossible for them to love another. This one flew out, the 5 of Pentacles. It's speaking of a lot of conflict and argument right now between these karmics and divine masculines. Okay, even though the karmics are done, they are so miserable that they want to make divine masculines miserable. Okay, but the Devil card is here reversed. I feel like God in spirit is helping these divine masculines unchain themselves from the devil, which is the karmic. Okay, again, God in spirit is helping them, divine masculines, unchain themselves from these karmics, the devil energy. Thank God. That's followed by the 6 of Pentacles reversed. Because the divine masculines are being unchained from the karmics and their devil energies, it's bringing chaos to the balance. You know, like there is no balance here in these karmics' lives. Or they feel like there isn't. 7 of Swords. Creating havoc. Okay, as you see, it's like the karmics are running free, right? There are others in the distance and a castle even as well. This is the 7 of Swords. This is deceptive, shady energies. Okay, something that the karmics are going to do on the way out. And again, fleeing the scene, right? Temptress is reversed. There isn't forward movement here when it comes to these karmics and the divine masculine. Okay? I really feel like these karmics realize that there isn't any forward movement, so it's kind of like they feel like, you know, they're going to take this cheap shot of what they feel like is revenge on divine masculines, but I'm not so sure it's going to work. And if it does, it's not detrimental. I'm going to see if there's anything else. Any other messages? Or outcome when it comes to these karmics and divine masculines, okay? Some of the karmics, by the way, I do have, well, like you saw, blonde hair. I'm picking up earth and fire, at least 2 different ones. Blonde hair, red hair, maybe a brunette, but a lot of red hair and blonde hair here, like reddish. Okay. All right. Any more messages? Lovers reversed. So there's no return here for the 2 of them. Wow. No return to good health of this connection. And for some, your divine masculine may be a King of Cups, maybe a water sign. Okay. Because I specifically have no return of the karmics. All right. Not returning to a divine masculine, which is a King of Cups. One of them anyways. Yeah. Choices made with the 7 of Cups. Difficult choices, okay? Bottom of the deck. Queen of Swords. This is the Queen of Fire. This is definitely the fire sign again. So there's for sure a fire sign here, and I really feel like there's an earth sign when it comes to the karmics. Possibly blonde hair, red hair I have. One of the divine masculines is the King of Cups, a water sign. I'm not picking up on any other divine masculine, because I was really just driven to this divine masculine, or karmics read. I do have the Island Wellness confirmation cards. See if there's any more information. This was reversed. It's called Team Awesome. Normally it's healthy open communication. There is no healthy open communication. It's reversed. This one's reversed as well. It is blowing bubbles, fun, loving, manifesting. There is no fun, okay? There's nothing left to manifest here with these karmics and their divine masculines. The next one is why? Shaking your head in disbelief, frustrated, annoyed, focusing on the solution rather than the problem. Well, we know that these karmics are doing the opposite. Yeah, they're shaking their heads, not believing that this is happening, okay? But they're not focusing on the solution. They're focusing on the problem. Okay. And those are the ones that I want to read. That is what I'm getting when it comes to a couple different karmics that I've been wanting to do this read for over a week now. And I'm just now getting to it, and I keep getting messages and vibes of a couple different karmics. So I wanted to make sure I came here and did this. I hope that this helps and resonates someone. But this is what I was picking up on. If this is karmics that are resonating that you may be dealing with in a third party with your divine masculine, this is what's going on, FYI. Just understand that there's nothing to worry about. These karmics and divine masculines are completely over and done. It's really just the aftermath that divine masculine is having to deal with. He will be coming towards you and communicating very soon if he hasn't already. All right, guys, I'll be back later with another bonus. Love and light. Namaste.